వ్యూవర్స్ ఈ వీడియోలు మిస్ కాకుండా ఉండాలి అంటే మీరు సబ్స్క్రైబ్ బటన్ని ప్రెస్ చేయండి, పక్కనే ఉన్న బెల్ ఐకాన్ని యాక్టివేట్ చేసుకోండి.
Hi students, intermediate first year English medium. We are discussing the law of variable proportions. What is the law of variable proportions? How can we analyze the law of variable proportions? Are the discussing topic in this video. This is a total the production analysis, production theory, production analysis. What will be in Telangana state? That lesson name is fourth lesson name is production analysis. In Andhra Pradesh, it is a theory of production. Same concept is same, but the titles are different. Production. What is called production? The creation of goods and services is called the production. The creation of goods and services. Not only the goods is only the production. Not only the goods is the production, including the services are also called as the production. So, to produce the goods and services, for example, what we require to produce the goods and services? If you want to produce the goods and services, what we require? It means factors of productions. To produce the goods and services, we require factors of productions. Say here. Factors of productions. What are called factors of productions? The factors which are helpful in the process of the production are called factors of productions. The factors of productions which are helpful to the in the process of the production. They are not we can say that directly. It is the indirect goods. Means it is helpful to the process of the production. It is a participation in the production process. So when the factors of production participate in the production process, then we can get some products or services. So it is a factors of productions. It is supporting factors. To produce the goods and services, we need the factors of productions. Here the factors of productions are here. One is land. Second, labor. Third, capital. Fourth, organization. Simple. Land, labor, capital, land, labor, capital and organization. These four are called factors of productions. To produce the goods and services, we can't produce without using of these factors of productions. Land. Without land, we can't produce labor, capital and organization. So, all factors of production should participate to produce the goods and services. ఏ వస్తువైనా సేవైనా తయారు కావాలంటే ఇవి నాలుగు ఉండాల్సిందే. Without these factors of productions, we can't produce anything, any goods and services. So, it is must and should. Once again, land, labor, capital, organization. The four are called factors of productions. Simple. So, suppose here we want to produce a production. This is the production. Already we know. To produce the goods and services, we need the land, labor, capital and organization. To produce the goods and services or production, we need to factors of productions. Without factors of productions, we can't produce anything clear. Here, suppose if we want to increase the production, there should be need to increase land, labor, capital and organization. The production you want to increase, all factors should be also changed. If the production decreases, the factors of productions will be also decreases. Means the production is depends upon the factors of productions, availability of factors of productions, the value of the factors of productions. So any changes in production, if you want to change the production, the factors of productions should be also changed. ఇది మారాలంటే ఇవి ఖచ్చితంగా మారాల్సిందే. ఇవి మారాలి, పెరగాలి లేదా తగ్గాలి. ఇది పెరగాలంటే ఇవి పెరగాలి, ఇవి తగ్గాలంటే ఇవి తగ్గాలి. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఆఫ్ ప్రొడక్షన్స్. క్లియర్? అండ్ వన్ మోర్ థింగ్ ఈస్ the production is also depends upon yeah, time. The production is also depends upon time. On the basis of the time is divided into, one is very short run, second short run, then long run. Simple. On the basis of the time is divided into three types. Okay? Very short run, it is a little more time. If you want to increase the any production, it is not possible to change. It is a market period. Very short run is also known as market period. Then second one, short period. It is a more time than the very short run. The short run is more time. One means little better than the time of short run. In the long run, it is possible to change all factors of productions. If you want to increase the factors of productions, it is possible to change. Means here, once again, let me clarify. This is the production. If you want to increase the production, see me, this is the production. If you want to increase the production is depends upon the time. The production is depends upon the time. For example, if you want to increase the production, the factors of productions are to be need, and the factors of productions are divided into different types on the basis of the time. The factors of productions are divided into different types in the various basis of the time. For example, very short run, suppose I am going to produce the goods and services in the very short. If you want to increase, if you want to produce the in the short run, the factors of productions to be need. To increase the production or to continue the production in the very short run, all factors are not supported. Why? Already you know, if you want to get the some production, we need the factors of productions. In the short run, if you want to continue the or increase the production in the short run, these factors are divided into fixed factors. In the short run, all factors are fixed. Why? Because it's a little more time. In the little more time, we can't change any factors of production. So, you know, if you want to increase the production in the short run, lands to be increases, labor, capital, all factors should be increases. So, to change the all factors of productions, we have no time. Why? Because it's a little more time. So, the factors are not supported. The factors are not supported is called all factors are fixed. No factor is supported to increase the production. First one. Second, it is a short run. If you want to increase the production in the short run, few factors are fixed and few are variable. Try to understand. If you increase the production in the short run, few factors are fixed. See, few factors are fixed and few are variable. Then in the long run all factors are variable factors. Clear? To increase the production, we need two factors of productions. To increase the production, these are time is also very important. The time element is also determine the production. Suppose if we want to increase the production in the short run, see me. If you want to increase the production in the short run, is it possible to change all factors of productions? No. Is it possible to change all factors of productions? No. Why? Few factors are not supported and few are supported. Few factors are not supported. Suppose land not supported in the short run. Labor, yes, it is possible to change. And the capital and the organization. Means so few factors are ready to support. Fixed, not supported are called fixed. Supported are called variable. Okay? And in the long run, all factors are variable. Clear? The problem and question is, suppose I want to increase my production or our production in the short. I want to increase the production in the short run. In the short run, the fixed factors are not supported. Leave it. And only it is possible to change the factors of production is variable. Variable means it is a positive. It is ready to change. నీకు ప్రొడక్షన్ పెంచాలంటే ఈ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ మారుతాయి. ఈ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ మారు. ఈ మారే ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఏమన్నా వేరియబుల్ అన్న. ఓకే, అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుంది? ప్రొడక్షన్ చెయ్యాలి అంటే, ప్రొడక్షన్ పెంచాలి అంటే, మరొకసారి చూడండి, ప్రొడక్షన్ పెంచాలి అంటే నువ్వు ఈ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ను మార్చలేవు, వీటిని మార్చుతున్నావు. కాబట్టి దీన్ని మాత్రమే మార్చుతూ నువ్వు ప్రొడక్షన్ ఎలా చేస్తావు? చూడండి, నేను కాన్సెప్ట్లో వచ్చేసాను. ఇక్కడ ఏం మారుస్తున్నాము? వేరియబుల్. ప్రపోర్షన్స్. How can we say the variable proportions? I am going to increase my production in the short run. First thing, in the short run, few factors are not supported. So the factors which are not supported, then they limit. Which are supporting us? Variable factors. The variable proportions, the percentage. For example, variable means labor. The labor is supported to increase the production. లేబర్ ఒక్కటి పెరుగుతుంది, పెరిగేదాన్ని లేబర్ ఒకటి సపోర్ట్ చేస్తుంది, సపోర్ట్ చేసేదాన్ని మనం వేరియబుల్ అన్నాం. ఈ వేరియబుల్ని యూజ్ చేసుకొని నేను ప్రొడక్షన్ చేయగలుగుతానా? ఈ వేరియబుల్ యూజ్ చేసుకొని, అంటే వేరియబుల్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ అన్నమాట, ఫ్యాక్టర్ని యూజ్ చేసుకొని నేను ప్రొడక్షన్ చేయగలుగుతానా? సో వేరియబుల్ ప్రపోర్షన్స్ మీన్స్ పర్సంటేజ్. ఓకేనా? సో the law of variable proportions, we are using the variable factors, that's why this law is called variable proportions. The law of variable proportion is in 19th century Marshall Ricardo was developed, and later Stigler and Samuelson was developed the law of variable proportions. The law of variable proportion, if you want to explain the law of variable proportions, according to economist, what he says that when the labor alone increases, keeping the remaining factors constant. See here, keeping the remaining factors constant and changing only the variable factor means labor. Once again, keeping the remaining factors constant and changing the only labor, variable factors changes, and we get the different types of the production. The production is called the law of variable proportions. Okay, this is the law of variable proportions, means variable factor. We are changing the variable factor. It is applicable in the short run. Okay, so this is the definition of the law of variable proportions. And let me say the assumptions of the law of variable proportions. See here, assumptions of the law of variable proportions. Here, assumptions of the law. One is the law special operates in the short run. Already we know. On the basis of that time, already we discussed in the short run. So in the short run, there are two types of factors of productions are there. Variable factors and fixed factors. So we changed only the variable factors. So it is the time is short run. First one. Second, the technique of production remains the constant. The technical levels of productions are remaining the constant. The technology. Then the labor alone increases, keeping the other factors constant. Only the labor alone increases, remaining the other factors keep constant. Then all units of variable factors are homogeneous. Yes, all labor units or factors are homogeneous. Then the product is measured in physical units. The quantity which we get after production, that can be measured in physical units. Okay, so these are the main assumptions of the law of variable proportions. To explain the law of variable proportions, I want to give an example. For example, here only labor alone increased. How many factors are there? Here fixed factors and variable factors are there. But in the fixed and variable factors, only labor alone increases. See here, the labor alone increases means here, for example, this is a labor. This is the labor. Simple. And this is a total production, average production, and marginal production. Simple. Suppose to prove the law of variable proportions, I taken an example. Here, no labor. So without labor, we can't produce any total production, average production, marginal production. Clear? Suppose when we appoint the one labor, he produced only the 8 goods. For example, 8 goods. Okay, then our aim is to increase the production. To increase the production, we need to employ the more and more labor. When I employ the second labor, the second labor alone only the produced 12 goods. I am very happy. Why? Because my production is increasing by increasing the labor. The first labor he produced only 8. The second one is increasing the 12. Then when I employ the third labor, he produced 16. What is going on? When the number of labor increases, the marginal production is also increases. Okay, I will explain them what is the marginal production. Clear? Then our aim is to increase the production. When employ the fourth labor alone only he produced 12. Then when I employ the fifth labor, he produced only how much? 7. When I employ the next labor, he produced only 5. When we employ the seventh labor, he produced only the 0. What happened? So, when we observe the up to third labor, the marginal production is increases. When we appoint the after third labor, the production, marginal production is goes on decreases. Then, when we employ the 8th labor, he produced only -4. Why sir? Means, first labor he produced 8 goods personally. Second, only one, he produced 12, and third is 16. At the initial stage, first stage, the production is increases. The production is increases. Try to understand. See here, 8, total production is 8. 8 plus 12, 20. 20 plus 16, 36. 36 plus 8, 48. 48 plus 5, 55. 55 plus 5, 60. 60 plus 0, 60 minus 56. This is total production. Observe carefully. Total production at initial stage increases, and the second stage also total production increases at maximum level. Then it is a decreases. Okay, so this is the total production. Then go to the average production. Average production, how can we obtain the average production? Means here AP is equal to TP by Q. AP is divided, the TP is divided by Q. Q means here labor. So that's why L. 8 divided by 1, 8. 20 divided by 2, 10. 36, the 9. Next 48. 36, 12. Okay. Next 12. And once again you observe here. TP divided by, simple and divided by number of labor, we get the average production. Okay, simple. 60 divided by 6, 10. So this is the way of the finding method of average, marginal and total production. Okay, and let me analyze it clearly. Right. See here, what is the marginal production? Suppose MP. What is the MP? MP means delta TP by delta L. Delta TP by delta L. What is the delta? Delta means change or changes in total production by changes in labor. Changes in total production by changes in labor. Okay now. So this is the formula. What is the marginal? First of all, marginal means additional. For example, this is the first one. In the first one, when we appoint the additional labor, the second labor, from onwards second labor, it is a marginal. First labor produced 8. The second one, additional labor, marginal labor. See and labor, second, he produced MP. The second labor, he produced 12. Additional labor. Second is the additional labor. Additional production is 12. Okay, then second to third additional, third to fourth additional. So when we add the another one, that will be as treated as the marginal labor, marginal production. Marginal labor, marginal production. So when the number of labor increases, see and when the number of labor increases, we get the 3 stages. See, it is a first stage, it is a second stage, and it is a third stage. We get the first stage. What happened in the first stage? In the first stage, it is a increasing returns. It is a increasing returns in the first stage. Then in the second stage, decreasing returns or diminishing returns. It is a negative returns. Clear? When we implication the labor alone increases, we got the three stages. Increasing stage returns, or increasing stage, diminishing stage, then negative stage. Overall, when we increase the number of labor, when we apart the number of labor increases, the getting production will be diminished. The production getting will be diminished. So that's why the law of variable proportions, see, the law of variable proportion is also known as law of diminishing marginal returns. We are changing the variable factors. We introduce the variable factors to increase the production. So we add the variable factors. That's why the law is also known as law of variable proportions. And what is the overall production? The production goes to diminishing. So that's why the law of variable proportions is also known as the law of diminishing marginal returns. Not utility. It's a returns. Returns means production. Returns means production. So law of variable proportion and law of diminishing marginal marginal returns. Okay, so this is the way of the find out of the law of diminishing marginal returns. Okay, so here we got the three stages. Once again, first stage, second stage, then third stage. Okay, so ఇవి ఎలా వచ్చాయి, ఇది ఎందుకు ఇలా వచ్చింది, ఫస్ట్ స్టేజ్ వచ్చింది, సెకండ్ స్టేజ్ వచ్చింది, థర్డ్ స్టేజ్ వచ్చింది, ఇది ఎలా వచ్చింది అనేది మనం ఈ యొక్క వీడియోలో డిస్కషన్ చేసాం. సో ఇది ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్. నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకొక సెకండ్ పార్ట్ ఉంటుంది, ఇది కంప్లీట్ కాలే ఇంకా, ఇది ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్గా ట్రీట్ చేద్దాం. సెకండ్ పార్ట్ ఇంకోటి ఉంటుంది. సరే ఫస్ట్ ఇంకొక చిన్న కాన్సెప్ట్ చెప్పి ఇది కంప్లీట్ చేస్తాను. సో ఇందులో ఎంపీ వచ్చింది, దెన్ ఏపీ రావాలి. ఏపీ ఈజ్ టీపీ బై క్యూఎల్, లేబర్ కాబట్టి ఎల్. ఆల్రెడీ ఇక్కడ మనం చూపించాం, ఏపీ టీపీ బై నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ లేబర్. దెన్ టోటల్ ప్రొడక్షన్. What is the total production? How many members are produced? The production which is produced by the total labor is called total production. The production which is produced by the number of labor or total labor is called the total production. So marginal production. So total MP, AP, TP. Okay. So ఇది ఫస్ట్ పార్ట్ మీకు. సో ఈ డయాగ్రామ్ ఎలా వచ్చింది, టేబుల్ ఎలా వచ్చింది మీకు చూపించాను. సో అయితే మరి ఇక్కడ ఈ నెంబర్లు మనము తీసుకున్నాం కదా సార్, మరి ఈ నెంబర్లు ఎందుకు తీసుకోవాలి, ఎలా తీసుకోవాలి అనేది మనం సెకండ్ వీడియోలో, ఈ నెంబర్లు ఎందుకు తీసుకోవాలి, ఎలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ అనేది సెకండ్ వీడియోలో మనం డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. ఓకే, ఇది పార్ట్ 1, పార్ట్ 2. పార్ట్ 2లో డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. సో స్టూడెంట్స్, ఈ వీడియో నచ్చితే లైక్ చేయండి, మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ఉంటే షేర్ చేయండి, కొత్తగా చూస్తున్నట్లయితే ఛానల్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.